Hello, everyone. We should be live now. So there is a bit of a delay on the webinar, but yeah, if you're here already, if you could just over on the right hand side on the chat section, you'll see on the right hand side on the bottom there, you'll see you can write a message. There's a little box saying write a message here. If you're here, and can you just say, hi, George, something like, hi, George, I'm here, I can hear you, and I can see you, or something like that, just to let me know you're alive and I have people listening to me, at least, and things are working. So, yeah, as with any technology, there could be some glitches. So, yeah, I just need to make sure there's a few of you over there on the right-hand side, and you can just say hi or whatever, and just let me know when you've come in. So I'll probably just wait a few minutes, and while we get a few more people start coming in, I'll just introduce myself. So here I'll actually write. So here, hi, I'm George. So I've got that there. So yeah, I'm George. George Watts. I'm a British Wheeler yoga teacher and creator of the yoga lesson planner. So not have anyone no one messaged me yet, so I'm not sure if everything's working correctly. So if you have just come in, if you could just let me know, and write a little message on the right hand side in the chat section, just say hello, I'm here. Otherwise I might be talking to myself for the next 20 minutes. So I'll keep on going. And so yeah, I created a yoga lesson planner way back in 2010. So I've been doing it for a very long time. And then we've converted it into a drag and drop lesson planner to make it a little bit easy. And today the theme is going on from last week. We did a webinar last week called the Chakra Balancing Act, and we did went through short flows, a lesson plan. So that had a little flow for each of the chakras, and that was pretty popular. So I thought I'd do one for the root chakra. So if anyone's just signing in just now, if you are here, just introduce yourself in the chat on the right hand side, and just let me know you're here. So the technology, so I know everything's working. I've not had anyone message me though. It should be, there's about 32 people who have signed up. So there should be a few people. I think a lot of people do the replay. That's fair enough. But yeah. So no one's messaging me. So I hope this is working. So I'll just crack on, and hope at the end of the 20-30 minutes, people have actually watched this. So what I'll do, I start from the end in mind. So I'll show you the lesson plan first. So there'll be a Q&A at the end. So if you've got any questions, hopefully people start arriving, and there'll be a few people. But questions at the end. So I'll answer any questions you have about the yoga planner, or the lesson plan that we're creating here, the root chakra themed lesson plan, or any lesson planning thing in general, really. So that'll come at the end. And so right now I will just do a screen share, and I'll go through the the lesson plan. So I'll share my screen. There is an 8-second delay, so I'll share the screen, and then if you see me kind of pausing, not saying anything for a little while, I'm just kind of waiting for that delay. So yeah, one last time, if there's anyone just arriving in the chat on the right, can you just say yeah, you are here, say hello or something on the right. So what I'll do now, I'll share my screen. going to be doing here is where I'm going to, this is the lesson plan. This is the short version of the lesson plan. So what I've done this for really is really for someone, maybe a one-to-one student. I've kind of had in the back of my mind this lesson plan for, so I kept it very short and simple plan for someone with who's out of balance, who maybe the root chakra, they're feeling a bit insecure. Maybe they've got lower back problems. That's where the root chakra goes across is the lower back. So lots of people have lower back problems, and that's normally a sign of not feeling supported. And that's generally what the root chakra is all about, is feeling of security. So I'm thinking this lesson plan is for someone who's either feeling a bit anxious or is feeling a bit insecure or has lower back problems or any kind of problems with the lower spine. So here's a little lesson plan. And this is the long version. So with the lesson plan, you can print long versions and short versions, and you can do a description at the beginning. So you could do your objectives and goals here at the beginning if you wanted to. So here I've just given an overall description of the lesson plan for the one-to-one student. And this is the long version of the lesson plan. So here I give another intro here to the root chakra there. Because the reason why I put that there as well is you can have this so you don't have the description page. So I put that there, and then really just gone through, and you'll see there's so the long version, obviously the long version, you've got the time, the image, the pose, the description, modifications, precautions, and alternatives, sound, script, benefit, video. So loads of stuff in this lesson plan, which is why it's obviously called the long version. So we go through here, and that's the long version with everything there, and then I'll go through it in the lesson plan right now. So this is the lesson plan from last week. We did the chakra balancing act. So this had 7 little mini flows of the helping to open and activate each of the chakras there, just little flows there. So that's what we did last week, and this is now say if you were doing a 7-week course or a 6-week course with the chakra themes. Now we're focusing on the root chakra. So I'll come into the lesson planner and just show you, to give you it's going to be a very quick, so I'm not going to make this any longer than 30 minutes or 25-30 minutes. I'll try to keep this as short as possible. So a very quick overview of how I created this lesson plan. There's lots of videos. If you click the getting started video, say once you first come in here, I've got lots of videos up here, and tutorials. So you click on here, and there's little quick videos, and there's illustrated guides underneath going through how to get started. And then there's the same thing, illustrated guides and little videos showing each of the features. So I'm not going to go massively into depth on how to use the planner, because all that will be there for you once you join and you've got all the access to all the tutorials. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview. So it's drag and drop. So you've got a few options. So here I've already started the lesson plan, and what you can do, there's a couple of options for adding poses. You can either drag and drop from over here. So say if you wanted here, I've got, these are all poses that I think are good for opening the root chakra, opening and activating the root chakra and unblocking the root chakra. So obviously lots of tree poses I think are good. Warrior is very grounding. Mountain obviously is grounding. A forward bend, you feel very grounded. And we've got the Gyan Mudra, which is associated with helping the root chakra. And I've got these at the end here, so to choose from. So the one-to-one student that I'm giving this to could do an I am affirmation. So I've got an affirmation within here. And if you have a look at the long version of the plan, you can see there's the up here. There's the affirmation there that they could repeat, or when they're at home doing their practice, they can repeat that affirmation over and over again. And I've also got a Lamb mantra. So that's pretty simple. So the Lamb mantra is just getting them to say Lamb, which is bija. mantra. So also that helps, that helps to open and activate the root chakra. And I've got a video here. If you click on the video tutorial within the lesson plan, you see that link there. You can click on that, and I'll open up into a new tab, and there'll be the video for the Lam mantra. All the poses come with in the long version. Come with a video that you can click on that opens up for that pose or that mantra or whatever it is. So this other one is the and that's the tone. That's the root chakra tone there. So that's another little kind of seed mantra that the student can do. So they can do a choice of those. They can do all three if they want to do. So this is a thing where they can, at the end there, they can choose at the end which one to do, and then they can do extended child. I chose that because that's also very grounding. You've got your head on the mat, feeling very grounded there, very secure. Child pose is great for feeling, if you're feeling anxious at any time. It's a great pose to get into, obviously, to feel more grounded and secure. And at the end, I've got relaxation, stress balloons relaxation. So say if I wanted another pose in here, I wanted another sort of grounding pose, I might go into standing and have a look at what standing poses there are that I think are grounding. So you can look through here, and I might think, okay, yeah, chair modification, I think that's quite grounding. You can just drag it in. That's dragged it into the lesson plan at the very end. And if you wanted to, you can drag it to somewhere else. So you might think, okay, really that might go well after the squat. And there it is. And you can copy the poses. Say if you wanted that pose to go down here and you didn't want to go back in and find it again, you just click the red button there to red icon at the top right of the pose. Click OK, and that copies it to the end, and you might want to drag that to over there. And so I'll just delete that. And I'll delete that one as well. So you delete in here. And say if you want to go in and edit, so you've got the long version of the lesson plan here. So you'll see the long version has got the pre-filled pose, descriptions and the pose name and description and the benefits and everything. So if you wanted to change any of that, this is how you do it. You go in here and say you wanted to change the description for mountain pose. So my mountain pose description is up here. There is mountain pose, feet hip width apart, blah, blah, blah. So you wanted to change that, you'll click on the edit icon, the little pale blue icon at the top left, and you'll be able to edit that. So in a future update, probably in the next week or so, you won't even need to go into a separate page. It'll just pop up onto the screen, so it'll be even easier and quicker for you. But you could change the name of the pose to something else there. You can change the teaching direction there, and the benefits and modifications and alternatives and precautions, you can all change there. And then once you've done the change, say for example, I wanted to change that to mountain, just so you know that it's there, mountain variation. That's all I've changed. I come down here, click Save Changes, and you'll see when we go back to the dashboard now, that name, will have changed. So up here, there's mountain has changed from mountain to mountain variation. So yeah, so that's it. The other way of searching for poses. So if you wanted to come up here, you click the yellow search icon box up there, and say if you wanted to search by, you can search by English or Sanskrit here, and you just start typing in. And you go, okay, what mountain will I like? Mountain, I'll go with just a normal mountain there. And I'll click Add to Plan, Add to Current Plan, and that will add it to the end of the lesson plan. So there it is. There's the mountain. And so I'm just going to delete that. So you've got those two ways there. You can then, once you've, just looking at the time, once you, there's lots of extras here. Obviously over here on the left-hand side, there's 1,500 poses or more in the planner, ranging from 19 categories. So you've got Ashtanga, a load of back bends in here you can choose from, bolster yoga, here. Kundalini even in there, Kundalini exercises, a bunch of inversions. So really any pose that you can imagine. We've been doing this since 2010, so we've pretty much got every pose, relaxation and mantra and mudra and everything to do with yoga that you can think of is here. Occasionally I still get requests for variations of poses, so I will add those when you send me an email, and you can do that up the top here. You can click that email button, green email button at the top, and that will open up, and you can send me an email saying, please George, can you sorry, the request to pose here, the yellow button there, you'll open that, and it'll send me an email, and you'll just let me know what pose you want. The green icon there, the email icon, that's if you want to send this lesson plan straight to a student. That'll open up with the thing, and it'll send the email to the student with the PDF as a download. And with the print settings, I'm not going to go into depth on any of this because all the tutorials are there and they're all bite-sized and easy to go through. But the print settings over here on the right is where you can set, very flexible with your print settings for long to short versions there. So that is it in the nutshell. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So I'm going to stop here. Going to come back in. I shall turn on my webcam. Okay, not sure if the webcam is coming on there. So this might be a little glitch. So is anyone here yet? So just need to say on the chat on the right hand side, is anyone here? If so, can you just go to the chat on the right hand side and just say hello, hi, I'm here. Back in now to the webcam. So there might be a slight problem with this webinar because nobody is coming in there, and we got 32 people. It should be. So it's fairly new technology. We started this last week doing these webinars. Here we go. Got someone here. So yeah, someone's here. Thanks for letting me know. So how are we doing for time? We got about sort of 10 minutes to go. So that's really the whirlwind when we do there. And what I'm going to do now, what we have, so if you've looking at this, and if you're looking at this on the replay, I'm going to put up an offer now. And that, on the replay, I think I've had a few people on the last webinar let me know that they couldn't quite get to the link. So I'm going to put up an offer up here. And this is just a 7-day trial. So if you want to try out risk-free the yoga planner, and at the moment it's got almost it's coming up to may have just passed 4,000 shared lesson plans on there. So you can go in and copy lesson plans. So I'm just going to load the offer here, and so you should see that on the right hand side. And yeah, so and then every week I'm doing these webinars. I'm doing a themed lesson plan as well. So within the bonuses, you'll see if you do become a member, you'll see in the bonus section all the lesson plans, themed lesson plans, and a whole bunch of other stuff on the site. So if I go into so yeah, if you go to the website georgewatts.org and look for the yoga planner, you'll see all the bonuses that you get as a member, and they'll all be there. And then every week there's a new little themed bundle that I add there as well, and that'll include not just the lesson plans. So you'll see the 2 versions of the lesson plans that I showed earlier. You'll get those, but then you get a bunch of handouts, so relating to the root chakra. So every themed lesson plan I do each week, there'll be the lesson plans, the short and long version, and you get a bunch of the handouts to go along with it that you can give to your students as well that relate to that theme. So yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. That is the Whirlwind Tour. So I'm kind of ready now. I'm going to try to make these these webinars. I'll probably do maybe longer webinars in the future, 45 minutes to an hour, but I'm very aware that busy yoga teachers have about 20 to 30 minutes spare. So when I maybe go into depth I'll do special webinars for members where they're longer, going into more depth on maybe a yoga lesson planning formula or something like that. But these ones I try to keep nice and short for you. So if there's any questions now, so this is where you can ask me any questions in the chat over there on the right hand side. So if you have any questions about either the lesson planner or the root chakra or the chakras or lesson planning in general, let me know, and I'll do my best to give an answer. And then if you have any questions after this, you can obviously go to my website and click on contact, and you can send me an email or call me. So any questions at all? So if you're watching this on the replay afterwards, so even people watching this now, you'll get sent a replay in your email, and you can watch the replay if you want to. And when you sign up for the free, if you're not a member already, so probably a few members watch some of these series as well. But if you're not a member, you'll basically get access to all these resources once you get in there. So even during the 7-day trial, you'll have access to all those bonuses. There's no strings attached. You can literally go in there and download all the bonuses if you wanted to, and then not cancel membership and not stay with me. So really, I put hundreds of pounds worth of bonuses that you get with your free trial. And if you don't think the lesson planner is worth it for the £79 a year, then I don't really, you shouldn't, don't become a member. So all the bonuses are there, even during the 7-day trial. All the bonuses are available to the paid members you get access to. So that's my way of thanking you for taking the time really to go in and check it out. I've got a few minutes more left. We've got a couple of people here. Here we go. Okay, with the short version of the lesson plan, is it possible to add notes? So yes. So all the poses, all the mantras, if you saw during the screencast, screen sharing, on the left-hand side, there's over 1,000 poses and mantras and over 1,000 poses to choose from. Each one of those, you can go in and edit the pose name, the description, the benefits, the precautions, the modifications. So just like doing, I'm British Wheeler Yoga trained, which is the official yoga organization for the UK. And they were very, very strict on the lesson planning. So within that, you can change up, all of that if you want to. And even on the short version, you can put a little note. There's obviously not a lot of real estate in the short version of the lesson plan. That just has the pose, the stick figure and the name of the pose, but you can add a little bit of description under the pose name if you wanted to for the short lesson plans. Generally, you don't really need that. They're short for a reason, but if you wanted to, on the longer version, you can edit whatever you like within that. So that's it. Any good question? Any other any other questions? We still got a few more minutes. So any other questions there? I'll try to think of it. I'm not getting any there. A nice little tip you can do with the root chakra one. So when I do my lesson plans for the classes, I always think of little subtle ways of making it a little bit more memorable. So one of the reasons why I'm wearing red today is not by accident. I'm doing a theme of the root chakra, and that's obviously the root chakra color is red. So when I go into class, I'll probably wear a bit of red. At the end of the class, I'll probably do if this was for a class, but I kind of did this plan for a one-to-one student to do at home. But if this was for a class, I would do a group circle at the end of the class. Everyone would hold hands. I'd have an aromatherapy red candle in the middle. I'd turn off the lights, put the candle on. They'd have the smell, the sense of the smell. They'd have the touch because they're holding hands. We would then do either the bija mantra, Lam, or the tone, which is Ah, and just do that together, holding hands. We might even do a very simple little quick affirmation like I am secure, I feel secure and grounded, something like that. So whatever there, so what's going on there, you're just helping them because the whole theme is about grounding and feeling secure. It's very therapeutic and grounding when you make contact with another human being. So especially when you touch hands, say if there's 20 people in your class and you're in a circle, you're touching hands, you're in a circle, and you've also now got the lights are off, the candle's on, you're getting that sense, that smell from the aromatherapy, which is also very grounding. And also you've got the drishti, you're looking at the candle now. You get everyone just to look at the candle and they're just one pointed, focused on the candle and the flame there. So again, that's all very grounding. So if the nice little touch at the end is to do something like that, really. So yeah, I hope that helps. So within the, I'm going to put this up as a bonus, root chakra themed plan bonus within the member. Within the bonus section, you get to the bonus section when you first log in. You'll be sent an email showing how to do it, but you click the green getting started button and that'll open up a new tab, and then you select the planner that you got, which would be the adult yoga planner, and you go in there and you'll see a section to click the bonuses, and it'll scroll you down to the bonuses and you get access to them all there. So yeah, any other questions? I'll sort of end the call in the next few seconds if there's no more questions. So yeah, I appreciate everyone showing up here, and there's probably a lot of people. I think a lot of people do get the replays. So when you watch the replay, if you have any questions, just go to my email is mail@georgewatts.org. Got any questions, just send me an email and I'll be happy to answer them. So goodbye, happy lesson planning, and hope your classes go well. See ya.